Okay, take the dumbest person you know, make them like, I don't know, 2 million times dumber, and you got this guy. An Australia skeptic. Yes, this man actually believes that Australia is fake. He thinks the entire continent is fake. So today, I decided to bully him with facts. Let's go.
You don't know, you damn well should know. I am Rag Reynolds. And if you haven't watched my previous Australia video, then I recommend you click off of this video right now and go check that one out. I will leave a link to it in the description and also at the end of this video. So let's just jump right into this. For the longest time, I was pretty worked up over Australia. I simply could not handle the fact that such a terrible place actually existed. I was mad because somehow in some way a place existed on planet Earth where all of the people sounded like they were suffering from aphasia. They lived amongst animals that you would only otherwise see by watching In the Night Garden, and they
What the hell is this guy saying?
had an all-around level of obnoxiousness rivaled only by the likes of myself and those annoying people who try to hand you flyers in the street. But saying that, even those fools cannot compete with Australia when it comes to...
Okay, I see what this guy's trying to do. This guy's trying to, like, bully Australians' accents. Oh, like, look at your accent. Like, buddy, look at your own accent. Like, calm down.
being obnoxious. As you can make out from my previous video, I was certainly pretty mad over the existence of Australia. I mean, just how could a nation exist that was built from convicts that no one else wanted, and that also managed to lose a war to a bunch of dumb birds? I was so mad over Australia being a real place that I made a bunch of horrible tweets on Twitter. I said, as a public service, I will personally burn Australia to the ground. I think that might be the opposite of a public service, but you know, maybe I am wrong. I could be wrong, possibly. I will personally burn Australia to the ground. I then said, if Australia wins Eurovision, I will drown one puppy and burn one baby for every point they win by. I also
What? What?
said, let's send Australia to space. And then without warning, 2017 became one of the greatest years of my life when I came across some guy on Twitter claiming that Australia does not exist.
Okay, there's no way this guy actually truly believes that Australia is not real. Like, there's no way you just come across a Twitter tweet and you're just like, oh, Australia must be fake. Like, there's no way that just happens. If that does happen, then like, I just don't get it. Okay, yeah, I just have so many questions.
It was a theory I had never even considered prior to that moment. I was so taken aback by this that I had to spend a couple of days pondering over the idea before I actually made any sort of public statement regarding it. So a couple of days later, I posted to Twitter again. I said, I just found out that Australia isn't actually a real place. Can't believe I was mad about that place for so long. It all makes sense now. Yes, much like a Holocaust denier, or a fat person who is only fat due to genetics denier, I, Rag Reynolds, am an Australia denier. The theory regarding
I just don't know what to say. But if you truly believe that Australia is fake, then how the hell do you explain this? Like, you see, there's this little continent. It is called Australia. If you zoom into Australia, like, let's just zoom in, zoom like a bit more, like a bit more. You see streets. Like, you have so many things. You have businesses, you have restaurants. Like, you know, if you just click on a business right there, like, you literally got, like, pictures of it. You got goddamn pictures of it. Like, how do you say that all of this is fake? Like, how do you say that? Like, there's airports. Like, yeah, there's goddamn airports. You can visit Australia. This dude's stupid as... Okay, fire truck. Oh my god. You can goddamn visit Australia. So if you're an Australia skeptic, explain that one for me. Like, please, just do it. But let's get back to the video.
in Australia that I lean towards most is one that I myself came up with. The theory goes like this. The founder of New Zealand hated how his people sounded when they spoke. he realised that the rest of the world probably would too. And since they were entering into an age,
he hated how his people spoke. Okay, this guy just hates like Australian accents. Just look at his own accent. Like if you had like a golden voice, like I could understand. Like I get that. But this dude, he's a fat guy, probably in his mom's basement, with a accent, complaining about Australia. Like, my God, these people.
where it was quite obvious that the entire world would be communicating via audio and video and not just written word, it was necessary to make their country known as anything other than the worst received country known to man. So he got his council together and they put together a plan. They were going to take all of the worst parts of their culture, make
So you're saying New Zealand, faked. Australia.
it 50 times worse, ingrain it into the minds of 100 citizens with the lowest IQs, and then put those people into an abandoned city together with cameras on them 24/7. New Zealand had essentially set out to create a faux reality show in order.
But it's not just a city. You can visit Australia. It got like deserts. It got like everything. And if you think that like that plane is not taking you to Australia, you can take a ship to Australia. You can look at a compass and you can see that you're actually going to Australia. Like I don't get these kids. These kids are so
Fool the world into thinking that there was a place worse than their homeland. But in the end, it turned out that it was something bigger than they could ever have imagined it being. The council got obsessed with their little project, and as the technology of the world was rapidly developing, they decided it might be a good idea.
I'm losing more and more brain cells by the second. Like this dude is like assaulting my brain right now.
To start introducing strange new animals that you would normally only see watching strange TV shows. So they created
Strange new animals. This guy's literally calling the kangaroo a strange animal. Honestly, the kangaroo is a strange animal. Like this dude, he's strange. Yeah, I actually get that. Yeah. Kangaroos are strange, but that doesn't mean Australia is fake.
robotic creature that we know today as a kangaroo. If you need proof that kangaroos are robots, then please just watch.
Kangaroos are robots. Okay. If you truly believe that kangaroos are robots, go to Australia. In the wilderness, you'll probably find a dead kangaroo. Take that dead kangaroo, cut it up. You'll find like organs and stuff. Like the kangaroo isn't dead. I said the kangaroo isn't dead. The kangaroo isn't a robot. Like this dude's frying my brain. Like I can't even speak. Like I goddamn can't speak. It's like so stupid.
Following clip. In the clip we just watched, we are shown robots. That these people are.
Okay. This guy just showed a couple of clips of robots, and he thinks those clips of robots prove that kangaroos are fake. I'm just gonna show a couple pictures, couple CGI pictures of the Earth being flat, and there you go, flat Earth confirmed. Can't see anything else.
Claiming mimic kangaroos, when in reality, this technology is what it actually is already inside kangaroos. From what I can make out from everything I've seen regarding this, it seems like the New Zealand government have realised that people such as myself are onto them, and that they want to start making people think that they are putting out robotic kangaroos into the wild.
The New Zealand government is onto you. I tell you, buddy, they don't care. God, like these kids are like so stupid. This video is like another 4 minutes
them
left.
on the real kangaroos, so that once someone who knows what's going on actually cuts one of the original kangaroos open, the New Zealand government.
Also, this entire video is literally just a singular picture. Like, what am I even reacting to? Like this picture? Okay. I just realized I'm so stupid. I'm reacting to audio.
Claim that the metal skeleton is because it was one of the new robotic kangaroos that they.
Oh, so I don't mean like retarded in like terms of like autistic people. Like I don't mean that. Okay, like I once said that and like I got in trouble for saying that. Like I don't mean any harm. Okay, I'm just saying that I'm just stupid. Okay, like don't cancel me, please. Don't do it.
Recently, it's a smart move on their part, and if they do manage to get the message out there to the rest of the world that they are creating robotic kangaroos inspired by real kangaroos, then all hope may be lost for ever outing to the public just what the New Zealand government has done. Now please check out this great little doodah created by @InBeforeKnife on Twitter. It says, "Is Australia real? Have you ever been to Australia? No? Then Australia isn't real? Yes? You're lying. Australia isn't real." Now you may be wondering, if Australia isn't real, then how come people I know say that they have been there? Well, you see, there's a perfectly simple explanation for all of this. In fact, there are 3 explanations, one depending on what your situation actually is. The first explanation is regarding the people who claim to be Australians. You see, the government of New Zealand has brainwashed these people into thinking that they are living in this false nation. When they were
The government of New Zealand, like 19 million people, like I don't know however many people there are in Australia, they're all fake. Not all fake, but they made them believe that they're from a nation that doesn't even exist. Wow. Wow. This guy's intelligence is mind-blowing. Like, it's so goddamn mind-blowing. Like, I don't even know how this guy is so smart. Like, it's like my brain isn't even working because this guy's too smart for my level of intelligence.
ingraining the worst parts of their culture into their minds of the first 100 people, they also brainwashed them into thinking that the place they dumped them in wasn't just an abandoned city, but a whole new country for them.
How is it just a city? You got this entire continent. And if you truly believe that it's fake, you can visit it. You can goddamn visit Australia. Like, oh my god. This kid is so stupid and goofy. Like, this kid is a definition of goofy.
To call their own. The second explanation is regarding people who claim to visit Australia. To keep it as simple as possible, let's just say that some funky stuff happens on the flight over there. You see, these people think that they are arriving in Australia, but actually they never spend a minute in Australia. They spend the entire trip in the comfort of their seat on the plane, essentially hallucinating the entire experience. The third and final explanation is regarding people
They're hallucinating it? Okay, here's the thing. Like, if they really want to do this, like, they have to have a good reason. And the reason you're telling me is because Australians have a terrible accent. No, not Australians have it. Like, it's because of that. I don't even know what to say. So basically, New Zealand has a terrible accent, and they don't want the world bullying them, so they created an entire continent, did all of this, spend billions of dollars. I think a simpler solution would be just to change their accent up a bit, you know? Like, you know, on TV, they should just ban the New Zealand accent. It's like everyone on TV, all like the politicians, everyone just speaks in like an American accent. So like they could have a better accent. That would be way more efficient than faking an entire goddamn continent. And you know, I only make like half sense right there, cause like my brain just isn't working. It's just really isn't.
to have moved to Australia. These people have an experience much like those who visit Australia, with the key difference being that these people never leave that plane ever again. Instead, the government of New Zealand create robots in their likeness who are then shipped off to live in the city with all of the other brainwashed.
What is this kid on? Like, what the hell is he on? They create robots of the people. Oh my god. This dude's on something.
Aussies. Now here's some more evidence that Australia does not exist, as pointed out by a map of the world. Look at this world map. Seems like a normal world map, right? Well, look closer.
What is this a world map from? Like 200 BC? Like, this thing's so old. You want to look you want to look at an actual map? Here's a modern map of the world. If you look at a modern map, there's a thing called Australia. Obviously, if you look at a map from 200 BC, you might not see continents. It's because it's from 200 BC, okay? So,
The right circle at the bottom right. Now what's that? No Australia. Over at debate.org, a
that
poll
200 BC map. That's his evidence. That's his evidence. Wow.
Shows that people are beginning to actually wake up and realize the truth that there's no Australia. As you can see here, 37%.
Okay, I've never heard of this website called debate.org, but like, either all of these people are trolling, or they're stupid. And also, when was this like even like made? I just like this website looks like it was straight from like 1993 or some crap. Like the internet even existed? Like, oh my god.
Think yes, but 63% say no. A compelling argument is made here by a user going by the name of Massive Dump, and he argues a country that spans an
Okay, you can't believe a person that's named Massive Dump. Okay, you can't believe anything that comes out of their mouth.
entire continent? Yeah, right, and I have a soul. Everyone, the 7 continents are North America, South America, Africa, Asia, Europe, Antarctica, and Atlantis. There's never 8.
Atlantis. Isn't like Atlantis like Atlantis? Atlantis. I just don't know.
Come on, Snow White and the 8 continents? I don't recall watching that movie with Kirsten.
8 continents? What? Okay, I'm just gonna name out all the continents, okay? There is North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Antarctica, Australia. 7 easy continents. There's no continent called Atlantis, okay? There just isn't. And if you think that there's a continent called Atlantis, then like you did too much, okay? You took a little too much. Took a little too much shrooms.
Sure, the sooner we face reality, the sooner we can move on from the Australia delusion. And you know, Bill Nye the Science Guy even once denounced the existence of Australia. He said, "Say to the grown-ups, if you want to accept Australia and live in your world that's completely inconsistent with everything we observe in the universe."
Here's the thing. This guy's probably taking like Bill Nye like so out of context. Bill Nye might have actually said this, but like it's probably like so out of context. It might have been a joke or something else. Like, my god, these kids are so stupid. That's like the exact same thing with conspiracy theorists. Like they take something like so out of context and they're like, oh yeah, that's proof. Like let's say I'm joking and I say 1 + 1 = 3. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, this guy's like so stupid. He thinks 1 + 1 = 3. Ha ha ha. Like people always look at like something like stupid. They take something out of context. Like they always do that crap. But we still got a minute left in this video.
That's fine, but don't make your kids do it because we need them. We need geographically literate voters and taxpayers for the future. We need people that...
We need people like this guy to just die. Because, you know, we can't afford a person like this in the gene pool. Like, we just can't. We just can't afford something like this.
And we need engineers that can build stuff, solve problems. Please, don't teach your kids Australianism. Hopefully by now I have convinced you that Australia is nothing more than a work of fiction. A dreadful work of fiction.
You haven't convinced crap to me, okay, buddy? You've only convinced me that you have, like, 2 living brain cells left.
Australia is just an elaborate scheme cooked up by the government of New Zealand, intended to protect their self-esteem and prevent them from being labelled as the worst country on earth. But just think,
The
all of
worst
this...
country on earth? Okay, here's the thing. New Zealand ain't the worst country on earth. You want me to name actual, like, bad countries? South Sudan. Yemen. Like, these countries are actually, like, so much worse than New Zealand. Like, nobody cares about New Zealand. Like, yeah, they might have a culture that you might not like, but, like, Yemen got bombs and terrorists and all that crap. Oh my god.
Could have been avoided if the founder of New Zealand had just been made aware of Brazil. You're welcome, society. And if you enjoyed this video, then please check out the videos on...
This guy really made a video called Boomerangs Don't Come Back. I just don't know what to say. I lost so so many brain cells. Like, so many brain cells recording this video. Yeah. But I know a way to recover it. If you subscribe to my channel, each subscribe and a like would be one more brain cell added to my brain cell count and your brain cell count. So subscribe. That's so stupid. But anyways, I need something to like get my brain off of this stupid kid. So like, bye. Just bye. I don't know how to end off this video.